Good afternoon, guys. Good evening. Welcome back to another episode. I know it's been a pretty long time, about almost 3 to 4 months, I think, since the last episode we've done. And sort of thought we'd do an update on what's been happening over the start of summer, and now that we're into midsummer. Some of the changes, some things that we've sort of gained, and other things that haven't gone so well that we've lost. And yeah, we'll see how we're going. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. Before we start, I thought we'd come straight down to this protected area. I haven't done a lot of filming on this area for a very long time, so obviously with tropical fruit trees being the key target of this channel, we thought come back here for a start, for the first catch up for 2024. So obviously starting with the Bacco tree, which has put, I don't even remember if I filmed it the last time. I would have if you go back to my previous channels, but the Bacco, which is doing really well now. It's put on heaps of growth the last couple of months and the last week, and it's continuing to grow really large, and as you can see, it's starting to fruit as well, which is great news. So that's always a good sign. So I can't wait to try some fresh Bacco. I haven't tried one since I was probably about maybe 16, 17 years old. It's about 15 years ago, so be good to get my hands on one and try one fresh from the tree. So yeah, got quite a few that are formed there. 1, 2, and I think there's one more at the back there that's forming, and then we got more flowers that are coming. So yeah, in-ground Bacco is doing really well. If you want to have a look at the stalk there, and eventually we'll not graft, but we'll cut it down and plant more of them. So they're pretty easy to propagate. So we're looking to doing that in the, probably not now, maybe in a year or two. One thing that looks like we're going to lose, just under the Bacco, is the Hass avocado. If you remember that from a long time ago, it was doing some weird crap. We ended up moving it a few times, and I think it's sort of decided to kick the bucket. Now you can see it's gone all brown there, so I'm just going to leave it in there till it eventually dies. It looks green on the bottom, so I don't know, but with avocados, they're generally, once the death spreads, it's pretty imminent. So yeah, that's one thing we've lost. 2 papayas. Not entirely sure if I filmed them when they first arrived. I can't really remember. Again, it's been a while. 2 different types, one yellow, one red. Both doing okay. They're about 30 centimeters each height, putting on heaps of growth. So I'll just give me a second. This light is on. There we go. Turn the light off. Don't know why the light was on, but this one's being a bit weird. He's sort of, I'll just show you. He's sort of curved. I'm not sure if that's normal for a papaya. You guys could probably tell me, but curved on a 45-degree angle. So, but doing pretty well. So happy with that. Again, one's a red, one's a yellow. That's one there. That's the other one there. That's actually probably doing a bit better than the first one. Not too sure which is which. I think we'll find out during winter. The yellows are meant to be more hardier, so yeah, we'll find out. This is protected by the fence, obviously behind it, and then if you pan up, you've got the tree canopy, which is protecting it, and the pisang banana, which we have had to tie back. It was leaning over already, which is kind of weird, but we're holding it back at the moment. And look at the leaves on it, beautiful. It just shows that bananas, as you're probably aware, they don't really like much wind, and when you get it in a good position where there's little to no wind, you get these really beautiful leaves and the red veins going through them, which is really nice. Alright, moving right along from bananas. Oh, I forgot to show you, we actually did, before we move on, we did lose two. I don't know if you remember from my previous video, we had two R2E2 mangoes. This is obviously the grafted one, and we had a seedling. We lost both of them, so not too sure why. As you can see, that's gone. Not too sure why we lost them. They freaked out when it got warm, and with no warning, they just died. So there you go, that can happen. Alright, moving on. Okay, moving right along. This one is one we got today. I think this is my new favourite. Probably 1.8 meters top there. A beautiful mango tree, for a very good price for those of you who are in the southeast and you're looking for an advanced mango tree. Just show you. Okay, Magnifica Indica. So in English that's Kensington Pride. I don't know if it's going to focus. Yep, seedling. Beautiful, very healthy, very dark green if I can focus on it. Loads of new growth from the top there, and it's got like 4 branches on it, so it's very bushy too. And even the stalk, like the trunk of it, it's really thick. So I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Very good price. I think I got it for way under $100. I think it was like less than $60 for this. So really happy. I'm probably thinking of getting another one. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of getting advanced trees from the first place. So I might just keep him in a pot, or I don't know, I might put him, he's located right there at the moment on the ground, in the pot. I don't know, what do you think? Should I get him straight in the ground? Or should I wait? Goodbye. Happy with that. Ladyfinger banana, which is doing really well. Again, no wind, so the leaves, I love the leaves on the banana. Beautiful. Anyways, moving along. Taiso lychee. So winter, obviously a few of the branches are broken, but it's definitely come back. So it's putting on loads of new growth. So pretty happy with that. That one's still in a pot, so I actually might chuck this one in the ground. He's been in a pot now for the year. I don't know, he's still pretty young, but I think he's pretty happy with his growth and his progress. So I might chop these branches off a bit, and then yeah, get him in the ground. But yeah, I reckon, yeah, I think he's ready for the ground. Especially in this area here, it's well protected, so it's worth giving it a shot. Moving along, another Bacco. So this one's a bit funny, it's a bit weird. It's trying to fruit, or it's trying to flower at least, but I don't really want it to. Because this one's moved around a bit, so I wanted to concentrate more on putting on more growth, and obviously to do that you got to get rid of the fruitlets that it's trying to do. So to me, there's no point in having fruit if it's not growing. It's a bit different, to be honest. I don't know if you guys notice there's different types of Bacco by the looks of it. This one here definitely looks different compared to the other one there at the start. So it'd be interesting to know if you guys know anything about it. What else we got? Ice cream bean banana, which we moved from the back fence. I don't know if you guys remember, a long time ago. It's coming back, so I'm sure that will do fine. Putting loads of new growth there. What else? This lychee here, I don't know what it's doing. It comes back and then it dies and then it freaks out in the heat. So I don't recommend that lychee. Not that I could if I wanted to, because I don't even have the tag for it anymore. That's going to stay in a pot. And then, I don't know, I might even just cut that one right back and see if I can put energy into regrowth as opposed to trying to leave some random angles. Anyways, moving on. 2 meter mango. I think I want to try and experiment with this one here, and you guys give me your opinion. Those of you who know, I feel like when I bought this mango, it wasn't a naturally grown mango. I feel like the guy who I bought it from grafted it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Got line there, line there, line up there, and then coming down, line over there, down the trunk, another line, and just got these lines all over it, and I'm starting to believe that he might have just grafted one on top of another. Tell me if I'm wrong, because the trunk is nowhere near as thick as that other one that I bought, which is smaller. But what I essentially want to try with this mango is to top it, chop off maybe up to here, and see if it branches out. I don't think it should be this tall, this skinny, a 2 meter tree. What do you think? But yeah, see how it goes. But yeah, I reckon I'm going to top that. Moringa has come back, fully come back. So I'm really happy with that. That's awesome news. It's gone a bit yellow. I think that's fair because the weather hasn't been as consistent as probably would have liked it. But as you can see, it's putting on loads of new growth. Growth everywhere. And this was, again, another, if you go back to my previous videos, during winter this was just a stick. And that's why I sort of emphasise the fact that if, especially here in Melbourne, if you can get advanced trees, do it, because it pays off. This was hard to say it's advanced, but a metre tall, I guess. So, yeah, or at least half a metre. Survival rate is way better than if you were to get one of the smaller ones. So, anyways, moving right along. Everything else is, as you can see in this area, is doing really, really well, except for that dead mango. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite at the moment. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, what do we got here? Bananas starting to do really well here. These ones were, well, this one here, there's two here, red Dacca and ladyfinger. Ladyfinger, as you can see on the left, was planted on the corpse of another tree that I had grinded down, and it's actually doing really, really well. The trunk is massive on it, and this has only been planted for less than a year, so the growth on that is phenomenal. It's massive growth. Red Dacca, I don't know what's going on there. I think I need to take him off and replant him. He's sort of gone on an angle. And a few of the shell gingers there just for ornamentals. Give it a bit of a tropical Asian-y look. On this right here, similar setup. Again, this red Dacca, you can compare the difference, the size of it. I used to have a tree trunk here, which we had grinded down, and within a couple of months, this thing's just shot up. So, didn't really plant the red Daccas for fruit. It'd be great if they do fruit, but more for the ornamental look of them. That really deep red trunk, as you can see, contrasted by the yellow shell gingers, which are going crazy now, happy to say. These gingers, by the way, they were a bargain. I got them for like $15 each. So it was 2 gingers planted there and 2 here, $15 a pot. So it's, you can always do this sort of garden if you try and find out, you know, some good bargains and some cheap plants and stuff. So have a look around, especially pots galore. They're really good. Vietnamese mint. I reckon that's I took that idea from I forgot his name. He'll know who I'm talking about. How he has them sort of climbing over the rocks. Oh, he's got his climbing over a garden bed, I think it is. Pretty sure he's in Melbourne too. But again, gives it a bit of that Asian-y look. These are meant to have a darker leaf, but I don't know. But they're doing really well. I got 4 of these from Bunnings. Again, 50 cents a pot. During winter, a lot of these plants die down. So, and Vietnamese mint, they catch on really quickly. So, there you go. Even just for an ornamental look, you got to control them a bit, but that's all right. We eat them here, so they're going off. So, volunteer tomato just came up here. That's a ginger which I planted from the grocery store. Volunteer tomatoes got tomatoes. Alright, let's keep going. Where else? The orange tree chugging along. Blueberries, move them into a pot with more acidic soil. That's what they prefer. So plum tree, no plums, already been taken off, so not too much to report on the plum tree. Another new purchase. We didn't want a full-sized fig tree because they can grow up to 5 meters tall and 4 meters wide, and it's a bit ridiculous just for a few fruits. So we got the dwarf fig, and as you can see, he's going to stay in a pot because he can. We probably can move him to a larger pot eventually, but this pot will do alright at the moment. And he's doing really well. Nice green leaves, loads of new growth, and even fruiting too. 2 fruits. So there you go, guys. Bunnings. Again, another Bunnings buy. Dwarf fig. Highly recommend it if you don't want a 5 meter tree in your house. Alright, let's keep going. What else? Here we go. We got ice cream bean. I love this tree. Can I firstly say? Tall it's grown. If you remember from my previous videos, this guy was only probably a meter tall when I planted him, and now he's just stretching for the skies. Almost 2 meters. I just love the leaves on it. This summer he's just really taken off. I pruned it a bit because there was branches that were coming here and there, so too low, so I pruned it, and as a result it's got that more of a tree look now, which I'm happy with. But he's just putting on that much growth that the camera doesn't do justice. It's just beautiful. The purple coloured leaves, like the ice cream bean, just screams of tropics. And the way that it's growing, I just don't even mind if it doesn't fruit, to be honest. I'd love for it to fruit, but I'm not fussed if it doesn't, because this just looks like exactly where they're from the Amazon, and it's just beautiful. So I highly recommend this, guys. He's doing so well here, and I hope that he be a beautiful shade tree, I think, as well. But I hope he reaches for the shed by the end of the winter. It's just sensational, beautiful tree. Okay, moving along. Dwarf bananas. See, leaves are shredded. Plant your bananas where there's no wind, unless you don't mind that. But again, 2.5 meters. Wondering when they're going to fruit. They look spectacular. Almost a standout tree. Whoever comes here generally just comments on how beautiful these bananas are. Even on an ornamental point, like, I mean, look at them. They are sensational. And that's why I planted more of them. So that's why there's more of them near our decking, because they don't grow too big, and if you keep them away from the wind, as I have, and the other ones, you probably noticed, they don't get these shredded leaves. So, but gotta say, even with the shredded leaves, like, it's just so healthy. Other thing as well, guys, prune them, cut the leaves down. Don't let them get more than, I normally keep about 4 or 5 leaves. I think that's a safe mark, and it gives the energy for the plant to grow. Because what you're going to get as well is, probably should show you too, all these little suckers on the bottom here. So I've got 1 which I have to remove, 2, 3 suckers that are coming out. These guys hasn't done this, but I don't know, it's just going crazy. So what do you guys reckon? Do I remove those suckers? Do I leave them? Are they going to affect the fruit production? How long before it fruits? It's been up there for like 4 years now, so I'm expecting it to fruit this year, if not the next. So there you go. Alright, moving across. Bamboo. If you can get your hands on a black bamboo, very nice. Australian native frangipani. George, thanks for the suggestion on one of your videos. I love scented trees with scented flowers, so putting on heaps of new growth, and he'll just grow here in between these 2 bamboos, which are doing really good. Alright, moving across. What else we got? Some more ornamentals, gingers. Choco is taking over the bamboo, which I really don't mind, as you can see up there. I don't know if you guys can see. Can't really, can I zoom in? No. But it's going berserk, and I love it. I think it looks beautiful, so I'm gonna leave it. I don't care. A few dry leaves here. This thing freaks out sometimes. I don't know why. It freaks out and then kills all of its leaves on the bottom, as you can see, and then it creates new leaves. So it gets funky with me, and then it fixes its funk. Alright, what else? This is probably one of my newest favourite areas that I've recreated. If you remember from my previous videos, I used to try and plant a lot of fruit trees and things in here, but no go. Too hot. Everything that I cook would just bake. So instead of doing that, we've created into a mini oasis of somewhat tropical plants, which if you're interested in doing, I can do a small video on those ornamentals. Loads of different plants, very easy to do, but that's for another video. But amongst the ornamentals, I've incorporated some edibles. So if you ever look at the back there, it's a banana, dwarf banana, or 2 bananas there. I reckon they'll look nice when they grow. And then this one here, as you can see, is a massive turmeric. So let him spread as far as he can, and as you can see, another on the right there, another volunteer tomato. Moving along, another edible we're trying, coconut, and this one here, also bought at a bargain. Whoever's interested, Facebook Marketplace, the way to go. If you love your tropicals and you want to try interesting things, this guy's been in this area now for about 2 months, I say, and he's even opening up a leaf. So how cool is that? Don't know, should I chuck him in the ground? A bit weary. I really want to put him in the ground, but I know I need to be patient. But I can't really get close because I'm surrounded by bamboo and lilies and more bananas. But as you can probably see there, they're doing really well. Moving along, just next to it, Blimby. This thing here is just another thing that's doing my head in. Comes back, as you can see, and it's alive. Like, that's not alive. And then here, I don't know what this stupid thing is doing. This was an advanced Blimby. Survived all of winter. As soon as it comes out in summer, freaks out. Just, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with it. That green looks like it's got life. Yep, see, scratch test got life. Here, no life. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't care. Let it do what it needs to do. It's hot, so wake up. Gingers that I've planted going everywhere. So let them grow, I say. I just have to be careful with the spider webs. Carambola Arkin. Looked like it was going to die. It's come back from the dead now. So hopefully he survives. Happy with that. Sugar canes are growing. More bananas. We go into the passion fruit grove. We are packed with passion fruits to the max this year. It didn't fruit last year, and this year it's gone berserk. How do you keep the rats away? Right? That's the biggest question I have, because look at this, beautiful passion fruits, but if you ever look on the bottom, there lies a problem. And the little rodents are not eating them properly because they're not ripe. So they eat them and then they throw them away because they're not sweet, which is so frustrating. But I don't know what to do. Fruit bags, can they bite through fruit bags? And you guys seen these? Guys, are they? Is it because the weather is humid? They're everywhere. Look. I don't know what. Look at this. What's going on? I don't eat the leaves. I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, oh my gosh, an infestation. But they're not doing anything. They just sit there. I'd rather them than the rats. Cardamon. Doing really well. Got that everywhere. So I'm letting that just go wild. I love things that grow wild, guys. I just want to incorporate it all and put it all together. What else? Yes. 5 Spice. I just can't believe this guy's still... He's actually thriving. And he's not even, like... He's planted properly. He's got loads of new growth. I think they really like a dark area. George, I know George planted one and it died. It's like, honestly, look at this. It's not even bloody... Its roots are out. And it's just so happy. I've had this for like 2 years now. So, I don't know. What do you reckon? Beautiful scent. The leaves smell amazing. The new ones smell beautiful. He's doing so well here. So I hope he grows. I actually don't know how... I'll have to do some research into it, but does anyone know how big they grow? If this guy grows to like a 2-meter tree, I'll be so happy. He's beautiful. Moving across. The pepino, which I've never tried a fruit of. Thank you to the rats. But it creates a hedge and a protection, so just whatever. I think it's beautiful in its own way, so I just let it do its thing. But that's that area, guys. Which when I think we should all have like a garden, and I think we do, that we can sort of escape to, especially during these times. And you always catch me in this area if I'm not in the house, if it's good weather, because it's just so serene. The colours and the palms and everything. So anyway, that's another video, but highly recommend you guys, because I know you guys love tropical plants. So if you want any questions on how to do this sort of gardening, by all means write in the comments, and I'm happy to do another video on just ornamentals, because like it's really therapeutic. It's very therapeutic, and it's very easy to do. So alright, moving on. Alright, what are we at? Half an hour. That's what happens when you don't do a video for a long time. Guava, looks like it actually needs a water. It's fully come back. was thinking of getting a more advanced one, just for the purpose of getting fruits. He's alright, he's doing fine. I'm not going to pressurize him to do anything. He can take his time. This here is the world's hottest chili, which I don't know what the name is. I keep forgetting it. You guys know what it is. Chuck it in the comments. Planted it a year ago. Took no notice of it. Just break some of these. I want to turn it into a sort of a tree type thing. So break these off. And it's fruiting like crazy, so no one's eating them. So too hot, too spicy. Above it, the curry tree is looking really, really nice. What else we got? Pomegranate. Pomegranate, yeah. Which is... Chooks are having a bit of a fight. Pomegranate's doing really well. And this is potato. Nothing to complain about there. It's weird, it's not flowering. It just started to flower. But that's alright. Take its time. It's got all the time it needs. We're in no rush. Guys, get around longevity spinach. Plant it. Get it if you can. Very beneficial. And this one's just gone crazy now, so we just pick and eat. This is the passion fruit trying to get back, which we removed a long time ago, which was the banana passion fruit. We replaced with this one instead. Look at that. There you go. Dragonfly. We get a lot of dragonflies around here. Humidity brings them all. Yeah, longevity spinach, guys. Can't recommend it enough. It's anti-cancerous, good for high cholesterol, loads of stuff. And it grows like a weed, so you can pick and eat straight from the garden. Go and grab yourself one or two. I'll grab two. So Paxton Prolific, again, giving it time. We moved it, and it's actually been happier since we moved. It's getting more sun now, and this guy handles full sun, so he's doing really, really well. You can see the leaves are getting bigger now, so I'm glad we moved it. We had a phase where he had to recover, and that's fine. We're not in no rush to get any fruit. We just want him to put on loads of growth, become a beautiful tree, and then worry about the fruits after. For Pinos from the front, as you can see, that's why I said it's a nice bush and adds nice protection too. So that and the passion fruit. So that's that section of the garden. And we actually do have some pepino fruits on the bottom here, so small ones. I don't know. I need to get some of those bags, I think. It's all those white spots of the bird poo. It's from the top there, from the loquat. But that's pretty much the garden in a nutshell at the moment. Not much more to report. We've chucked some more bananas in, just due to the look of them, the aesthetics of it all. But yeah, that's pretty much the garden in a nutshell, guys. Everything is doing really, really well. Can't complain with anything. Bananas, bamboo. But yeah, apologies for not doing an update. We've been pretty busy, I guess, running around and whatnot. But garden's been chugging along. Like I said, we've had a few losses, had a few gains. But all in all, doing pretty well. Heat's what it is. Just got to be patient, water your gardens. And yeah, let me know what you think of it all. Let me know. I haven't heard from you guys for a while. Your thoughts, your comments. Don't forget to like it and share it. Let's get this channel back up and running. And I'll probably catch you from the next video. But that's it. Bye for now. 35 minutes. Welcome back.